The Viking Age stands as one of the most fascinating and turbulent periods in the history of Britain. From their early raids on coastal monasteries to their eventual establishment of powerful kingdoms, the Vikings left an indelible mark on the landscape and culture of medieval England. In this documentary, we embark on a journey through time to explore the entire history of Viking Britain, tracing the evolution of Viking influence from invaders to rulers. The story of Viking Britain begins with the seafaring prowess of the Norse peoples. Hailing from the Scandinavian homelands of modern-day Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, the Vikings were skilled navigators and traders who ventured far beyond their shores in search of wealth and adventure. Early Viking raids on British coastal settlements, such as the infamous sack of Lindisfarne in 793 AD, marked the beginning of their tumultuous relationship with the British Isles. As Viking raids intensified, so too did their ambitions for territorial expansion. By the 9th century, large swathes of eastern and northern England had fallen under Viking control, giving rise to the Danelaw, a region governed by Norse law and customs. Viking settlers established thriving communities, intermingling with the local Anglo-Saxon population and leaving a lasting imprint on the cultural landscape of the region. Amidst the chaos of Viking invasions, one figure stands out as a symbol of resistance and resilience: King Alfred of Wessex. Faced with the threat of Viking conquest, Alfred rallied his forces and successfully defended his kingdom against Norse incursions. His victories at the battles of Ethandun and Edington marked a turning point in the conflict, paving the way for the eventual unification of England under Anglo-Saxon rule. Despite their reputation as fierce warriors and plunderers, the Vikings also made significant contributions to the cultural and political development of Britain. Norse influence permeated all aspects of medieval English society, from language and law to trade and governance. The legacy of the Vikings can still be seen today in the place names, dialects, and traditions of the British Isles. The story of Viking Britain reaches its climax with the Norman conquest of 1066. Led by William the Conqueror, himself a descendant of Viking settlers, the Normans ushered in a new era of feudalism and centralized authority in England. The fusion of Norman and Anglo-Saxon cultures laid the foundation for the emergence of medieval England as a distinct political and cultural entity. As we reflect on the history of Viking Britain, we are reminded of the enduring impact of the Norse peoples on the British Isles. From their humble beginnings as raiders and traders to their eventual assimilation into Anglo-Saxon society, the Vikings played a pivotal role in shaping the course of British history. Their legacy lives on in the rich tapestry of cultures, languages, and traditions that define modern-day England. In this documentary, we have traced the entire history of Viking Britain, from the earliest raids to the Norman conquest. Through the tales of conquest, resistance, and cultural exchange, we have gained a deeper understanding of the complex relationship between the Vikings and medieval England. As we continue to explore the legacies of the past, we are reminded of the enduring relevance of history in shaping the world we inhabit today. Beyond their reputation as fierce warriors, the Vikings were also skilled traders and explorers. Venturing far beyond the confines of their homelands, Viking longships sailed across vast stretches of open sea, reaching as far as the Mediterranean in the south and North America in the west. Through their extensive trade networks, the Vikings brought exotic goods, ideas, and cultural influences to the British Isles, enriching the fabric of medieval society. Central to Viking society was the concept of thing, or assembly, where free men would gather to settle disputes, enact laws, and make important decisions. Law and order were maintained through a complex system of customary laws known as the Thingvellir, which regulated everything from property rights to marriage contracts. Religion also played a significant role in Viking society, with gods such as Odin, Thor, and Freya occupying central positions in Norse mythology. The artistic legacy of the Vikings is evident in their distinctive style of art and architecture. From intricately carved wooden ships to intricately woven tapestries, Viking craftsmanship was renowned for its skill and artistry. Viking settlements in Britain, such as Jorvik, modern-day York, boasted impressive structures such as timber longhouses, fortified walls, and bustling marketplaces, serving as vibrant centers of trade and commerce.